Sorry, we were looking at this one clip of this California fire where this guy is in the house and there's flames all around, and he's in there with a dog and like another person, and everybody's asking, did they get out okay? Did they get out okay? And I don't know who's posting the video, where they got it from, but we don't know. So if anybody knows. And then, so today I was out for most of the day. I had to go to the doctor. I had errands to run, things to do. And when I got home, then Linda was saying all about the fires, and she'd been talking about them for a couple of days. So then we started to look at that, and we were watching live coverage of that. And now there's, it's spread out. So there's the Palisades fires, and then the Pasadena fires, and it can very easily, at this point, the way those embers are flying and everything, other fires can ignite. And so we're very worried about Evie, because up till now she's not been in danger, but yeah, everybody needs prayers over there, and I have other good friends over there. So they said at that point they were not in the path of the fire, but let's hope not. It's insane. Have you seen some of that stuff? And we're going to go over a little bit of that in a minute. But Natalia Grace, we're going to talk about that. We watched episodes 1 and 2. Tonight we're going to watch 3 and 4 of the final chapter. I need my lip gloss because my lips are getting chapped. Where did I put it? I'm in New York and it's freezing. Oh my gosh, I know. I was out today. The wind was so wicked it almost ripped the door off of my van. That's how wicked it was. I really thought it took my door off the hinges. I was trying to get out, and it just whipped the door, and I'm like, what the heck? I thought my door was going to be like this. I heard a sound. I'm like, then I closed it. I looked at it. I'd have Jimmy look at it tomorrow, probably bring it into the dealership to make sure it's okay. The wind was so bad when I was walking to the doctor's office. It was pushing me back with such force. I said it's like resistance training. Yeah, it was horrendous. And everywhere I went, I mean, it was just so dang cold. And I'd in and out of the car. And thank goodness for a heated steering wheel. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how well that works to keep you warm. But anyway, so we're going to talk about Natalia Grace. We saw episodes 1 and 2 last night. And what they deal with is she was with the man's family at the end of the first season last year. And let me say hello to everybody. Hi TikTok, hi Facebook, hi Kick, and of course YouTube. And let's see, hello Debbie 2 Scooter, we're on. You didn't watch with us last night. White Angel, you had an assignment. Remember, you had an assignment with your laptop and you didn't show up last night, so you must have definitely been able to do it now, right? Debbie 2 Scooter, White Angel, Margot, Maureen, Gunn, hi, Heart Made Wise. Let me see here. Painted Black. And I should be in live chat. Okay. Nightbot, how are you? So let me get to YouTube because I'm looking at this through Streamlabs, and that's not where I want to be. And I want to make sure that we're live. We are live, right? You can hear me? Good. Okay. So, I'm just going to do something. You can hear me, right? And I'm live. Put a 14 if you can hear me and I'm live. 14 if you can hear me and I'm live. And condolences to Sassy Darcy on the death of her brother. So sorry, Sassy. I haven't had a chance to be in Slack yet, but I was told, so sorry. Okay, 14, you've got it. Hello, Ruffles. So, we watched 1 and 2, and you had a family emergency. I hope everything's all right, Wine Angel. Okay. So she was with, they show a little bit of, in one of the trailers, a little bit of Michael. That's the first, well, I can't call him the first adoptive father, but you know exactly who he is, and he's highly theatrical. And so anyway, she then has lived 10 years with the man's family. And so you've got Antoine and Cynthia, right? They have a lot of, I don't know if they have any biological children, if they're all foster children, but they have a lot of kids, and they are the payees of Natalia's benefits. So what happened was, at the end of the first season, there's like this crazy twist at the end. You think everything's great, they adopted her, everything's going well, right? And then what happens? They say that they don't want her there. She's like a demon child. She's going to hell with gasoline panties and all this crap. And that's how it ends. Well, now it comes back, and we hear that she had connected up with someone that she met in the UK. She never physically met this guy because he's in the UK, and they were like helicopter parents, okay? So she was conversing with him back through text messages and things like that. Well, they found the text messages. They weren't happy about it. They forbade everything, and that's what this big hullabaloo happened. So then the producers start to talk about what happened. And the producers say that, or they asked the producers to see if we could resolve this on the show. So they have a sit down on the show with Antoine and then Natalia on one couch, and then they have Cynthia. And then, at that point, Natalia is all, oh, yes, I don't know what what came over me. This was wrong. And then they were saying, oh, I think she had demons in her. She was going out of the church one day and throwing up, and I believe she's throwing up the demons, right? All of this stuff. And then the producer's like, well, what the heck is going on? Because, wait a minute, you just told me she wants to leave. Now, what's going on? So he goes out, talks to like this other guy that's on the production crew, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. The strangest thing in there, she's acting like, it doesn't seem right. It seems like she's been coached or something to that effect, right? So, long story short, then you see the DePauls, and they're in upstate New York. They had wanted to adopt her, and it fell through, but it fell through because of another adoptive family, and they've always loved her. They've spent time with Natalia Grace. They still have photos of her and stuff, and they have one daughter, and they're little people, and their daughter's a little person, and their whole house is fit for little people. So somehow that boyfriend in the UK, because they said they were going to take away all of Natalia's devices, they were taking away everything. And so then, let's see, you said, I'm wondering if the show is worth watching. It seems like it isn't. It seems like it is. Yes, it is worth watching. Yes, we're going to watch episodes 3 and 4 tonight. Anyway, so the DePauls are like they're talking to the boyfriend. And somehow, even though they took away her devices, she somehow got a phone back. And she has this crazy app that every time she texts with a person, it comes through with a different username. And everything is wiped out, I guess, after they see it. It's so strange. And she said, so every time it's a different username. But he's contacting the DePauls, and he says to them, look, she's contacting me. She wants to get out of this. They decide that the mother and the daughter, right before Christmas of 2023, are going to go down to Tennessee, and they're going to get her because they moved to Tennessee. Now, here's the thing I don't understand. They're saying that they got $300,000 for appearing on Dr. Phil. Let me tell you something. Dr. Phil does not pay $300,000 to have people on the show. So I want to know where they're getting this from. Okay, because they could just be saying this and talking out of their butt, whoever is, and a lot of people do, and a lot of people say that people got a lot of money for appearing on Dr. Phil, and that's not the case. Because if they got paid $300,000 for appearing on Dr. Phil, I find that extremely hard to believe. So anyway, they said they got $300,000 for appearing on Dr. Phil, and then there were other things. Now I believe she got money for this HBO thing. Yes. So I think they've got their wires crossed and all that. But anyway, so they're claiming on the show that the Manns used that $300,000 to buy a place in Tennessee. Now, when they go down to Tennessee, and listen, we know because we looked for Evie, you can buy a lot of house in Tennessee for a little bit. They're moving down from where were they living? Indiana? Now, they end up moving into like a mobile home park with all of these kids, which I can't even imagine, and it's like a double wide, and I think they have like 10 kids, okay? How is that even going to be feasible? There you go, Scooter, feasible. Hi, little lady. But then Cynthia is saying that maybe this boyfriend is contacting them. She doesn't know why he's contacting Natalia. Maybe because everybody knows they have a little bit of money. This foster mother, adoptive mother, preacher's wife is actually flaunting that she's saying people know they have money, right? Well, where's their money from? From Natalia? Well, if so, so it's very crazy. Natalia has no bank account. She has no savings. She has no trust fund. Okay, and I can't see what you're saying. Hold on a minute. Okay, now I can see. 101? I don't know what you mean there, Taxman. I have no idea. So she says they find out she has no trust fund, she has no money, and then they decide that they're going to go down to Tennessee and pick her up from this church service. So they make this big, long, drawn-out thing where they thought they missed her, but then they see the whole family coming in. Then Natalia comes out, they get her into the vehicle, and then immediately Natalia's going, oh no, oh my gosh, my mom's going to be so upset, my dad's going to be freaking out. And right away, the DePaul mother is thinking like, what the heck? You're the one that said, like, you're in an abusive situation over there, that you're, what is she, 21, 23 years old, and you can't even see who you want to see. You're completely monitored. It's like a cult, is what they're saying, that it's a cult. They have some other people coming on that say that Cynthia was babysitting their kid, and she was abusive. She hit the kid with the belt, and this is kid she's babysitting. Put him in the corner, didn't let him get out to go to the bathroom. He peed on himself. And then she admits that stuff, and she's like, some parents do that, some parents don't. We do, it's not abusive. Meanwhile, another guy who used to live there with his then wife, who gave her children to the Manses, and they're raising the children. He said he heard a girl screaming in the basement of the house, and he snuck down and he saw that Antoine guy beating Natalia with a belt, okay? Now, when they start talking to Natalia in the car, she's talking about, oh, I don't want, my mother's probably freaking. And so she starts texting, hi, Nora, her mother back. And so Mrs. DePaul is like really freaked out. So they finally get to the hotel, and she's like, look, I've got to figure out that Natalia's basically been in a cult. It's all she knows. Okay, she still feels an allegiance to them and all of this stuff. So, okay. So then she forgives her. She knows what's going to happen. They get Natalia back to New York. And it's Christmas time, of course, right? So I don't know how she got like presents right away, because they got home literally on the 23rd. Okay, so whatever it was, she had some things for Natalia. And then she started to talk to Natalia about things that Natalia needs. And she's wondering like, oh, because right in the car, the second thing the mother asked her was, are you going to take me off from being a payee on your benefits? And they're like, why would she, that's the second thing you ask? And Natalia goes, no, you're still going to be the payee. So now the DePaul lady is like, this is crazy. She's coming to stay with us. There's lots of things that she needs to pay for to live. They're not made of money, okay? But does she want to go to college? You know, sometimes you have to hire people to help her. It's all stuff like that. So, sorry, White Angel. So then she goes, I need some other things. And it was like some underwear that she needed. And she starts putting out this list. This is, I was going to say Gypsy. This is Natalia. And she wants, these are the foods she likes, and these are the things she likes. And she keeps telling Mrs. DePaul, don't worry, I'll pay you back. Then it was Christmas, and she wanted to give her something. So I think Natalia asked her for money. So she said, well, do you have a Cash App or something? So she gives her a Cash App. Turns out the Cash App goes to that Cynthia Mans. So I don't know why she sent the money when she saw the name, but Cynthia Mans gets the $100 that's supposed to be for Natalia. So now they gave her another $100 that she doesn't get. And meanwhile, they're paying for everything, right? So then the producers start to talk to Natalia about what's going on. And when they ask her if there was any abuse in the man's house, she says right away, I don't want to talk about it. And then she says something weird like, if I say something like that, it's going to start a whole bunch of drama or something, right? But it looked like she wasn't telling the truth. And from what we understand about this, like in these 2 episodes, now she's going to say she was literally brainwashed or whatever, that she had to tell this truth, how to give them her money, or she was afraid of them. So now we're going to watch the next 2 episodes tonight and see what happens. But at this point, Natalia's with the DePauls, who Cynthia and Antoine did not want her with. They didn't want her with anyone else. And that's why there were several people saying they run a cult. And they prey on these kids. And these kids are their income. And so is that woman, Karis. She's like a legal commentator. She's saying they're easily making $100,000 a year without even working with these kids and their benefits that they're getting. So it's crazy. And Natalia is like, now she's like homesick and don't know what's going on. And that guy Nick did talk to her, in the car, and he kind of got her back on board. But they're like, well, what did we come here for? Invest all this time, and stuff, and what's going on? You said you were being abused. You wanted to get out of there. So let's see. Did I miss anything? Those of you that watched, is there anything that I missed in those 2 episodes that we need to discuss, or that you think was pivotal there? Anything? Anyone? Anywhere? Video Reel, you watched it. Kevin, you watched it. I don't know if you're here yet. I'm not sure who else was up at the time. But did I miss anything that we need to discuss about Natalia Grace? I'm very interested in seeing the next 2 episodes. We're going to watch them. If you're a member, if you're a Patreon, just like last night, it will go to the members area. It'll go to the Patreon area. You can log in and watch with us. And I'm back in top chat again. I don't know why. I don't know how. There we go. So just let me know if I missed anything. Sorry, but I didn't watch it. I know, little lady, you could have come in and watched it with us. Hello, Chris Ree. Did you watch it, Chris Ree, with us? I'm trying to think of who was there. No, video was there. Margot didn't make it. She was sleeping. Chris Ree, I believe, was there in the beginning, but I don't think she made it all the way to the end. I don't know. Painted Black, I don't think you made it. But okay, so now we move on. We're going to watch the next 2 episodes tonight. So we're going to talk about the subway I don't even know what to call him. The suspect in the subway horrific crime where he lit a woman on fire and fanned the flames. Okay, and then we're going to talk about what happened when he pled guilty and when he saw the video. So let me get that, okay? This is the suspect. That's the suspect. That's Sebastian Zepeda Khalil. He's accused of burning a woman to death on a New York City subway train last month. He told police he has no memory of the incident because he had been drinking all night, but then appeared to recognize himself in surveillance footage, which showed the grisly scene. So we're going to see, that's according to a transcript of a police interview. He's 33 years old. He pled not guilty on Tuesday to charges of first-degree murder, which could send him to prison for life without parole if convicted, as well as second-degree murder and first-degree arson charges. He's being held without bail on Rikers Island and will appear in court again on March 12th. Zepeda is accused of approaching Debrina Kawam, 57 years old, as she slept on a parked F train at Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station in Brooklyn early in the morning of December 22nd. Seems like that happened before that. And lighting her on fire, fanning the flames, and watching her die. Zepeda was quickly identified as the suspect and apprehended later that day after 3 teenagers tipped off law enforcement that they recognized the man seen in photos distributed to the public. In his first interview with detectives at the NYPD 60th Precinct in Coney Island, Zepeda would repeatedly inform investigators he had no memory of the incident, despite positively identifying himself in surveillance footage from the crime scene, remarking, and this I quote, "Oh, damn, that's me." Zepeda even expressed remorse for what happened to the woman, and he said, and I quote, "To tell you the truth, I don't remember. I didn't mean to, but I really don't know. I don't know what happened, but I'm very sorry for that woman." He said that after getting off work as a roofer in Queens, he immediately went to a bar and started drinking. He says he drinks frequently and often intentionally to the point that he blacks out, and said, and I quote, "Sometimes when I drink and erase the memory and I don't know right," he said. "When I wake up, I'm already in the house, already sleeping. I wake up when I'm already at home, or there are times when I wake up and I'm already at the train station." He recalled in detail his travel itinerary back from the bar, taking the J train from Jamaica, Queens, and switching to an A train at Broadway Junction en route to the Grant Avenue stop in East New York, Brooklyn, near the shelter where he was staying. The following morning, he said he recalled getting on an F train at about 5 or 6 a.m., but he couldn't recall where he caught that train. The next thing he remembered was being near the 18th Avenue stop on the F train in Kensington, Brooklyn at 8 or 9 a.m., where he drank more beer before heading back to Queens. "I don't remember how I got on the F train. When I woke up, I was already on the F train." In the middle of that time frame, around 7:30 a.m., investigators say he was in Coney Island and he killed the woman. The New York Mayor Eric Adams has called the killing of Kawam a level of evil that cannot be tolerated. And the Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez on Tuesday called Zepeda's alleged actions heinous and inhumane, and said, and I quote, "It is difficult to fathom what could lead someone to commit the atrocious and horrific murder with which this defendant is charged. We are determined to exact the most severe punishment for this heinous and inhumane act. Ms. Kawam and her loved ones deserve a measure of justice, and New Yorkers deserve to feel safe in the subways." Kawam, originally from New Jersey, was not identified as the victim for more than a week after her murder due to the extent of burns about her body. She seems to have been homeless at the time of her death and was briefly within the city's homeless shelter system. Zepeda's attorneys at Brooklyn Defender Services did not comment. Okay, so that is about him. He's saying he was drunk and he blacked out. You believe it? Okay, and then now let's look at the fires in California. And Evie, we need a report from you. We need to mark you safe. So we're going to look at okay. They are very fast moving, and they are causing evacuations. Homes are just burning to the ground. 2 schools, high school and an elementary school, businesses, restaurants, burned to the ground. And so quickly. Unbelievably quickly. So let's see what we've got here. And these embers, like you'll see here, these embers are flying through, and they're just lighting other things on fire. And the other problem is the fronds from the palm trees that go on fire, they fall, and they're igniting things and causing damage. And I know there was one female firefighter that had a head injury, and they say there's many civilians that have also been hurt, burned. Stuff like that's going on. People had to abandon their cars because they couldn't get through or something. I don't know whether it was because they waited too long to leave or what it was, but they got all like gridlocked and traffic, and they abandoned their cars and they fled on foot. And then this like backhoe or whatever, bulldozer or whatever it was, had to like smash all the cars together. Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's crazy. But that video that is so troubling on X, especially with that dog in the house, it's so sad. So firefighters battled into the night. It's supposed to get the highest winds happening at 10 o'clock their time into the early hours of the morning. I believe they said like 10 o'clock into 5 a.m. I believe it is. So yeah, keep them in your prayers. And Evie, we need to find out where you are. Firefighters battled into the night against the wildfire that roared through the affluent Pacific Palisades neighborhood in Southern California on Tuesday, which destroyed homes and forced at least 30,000 residents to evacuate. Officials have warned of devastating losses to come, with the fire expected to remain uncontained into Wednesday morning as extreme winds are spreading embers, and there are grounded firefighting aircraft. At least one other smaller but significant fire was burning in the region near Pasadena and Eaton Canyon on late Tuesday night. That's the other one that I said, and there can be more, they said. It's a good possibility, unfortunately, that there can be more fires. The fire burn through the Pacific Palisades had jumped to almost 3,000 acres by Tuesday night. The authorities in the neighboring Santa Monica issued an evacuation order for a northern part of the city and closed the area to the public, warning of an immediate threat to life. The city is home to about 90,000 residents, most of whom live south of the evacuation zone. Billowing clouds of black and gray smoke drifted towards the shoreline from the Pacific Palisades, which is a neighborhood west of downtown Los Angeles, home to about 24,000 people including some celebrities. Now, I did see something from James Woods, the actor James Woods, and he showed a video where the flames were coming right up to his deck, which has a pool, and he says this is where it is. And I don't know why I have like deja vu that happened in another fire too with him. But anyway, that was shown on X. Evacuation warnings were extended to parts of Calabasas, signaling a concern that the fires could spread west. One firefighter sustained a serious head injury while battling the blaze. Tracy Park, the Los Angeles City Councilwoman, said, and I quote, "This is going to be devastating, a devastating loss for all of Los Angeles." She added that she expected hundreds of structures to be lost. The cause of the fire was under investigation, according to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. And Kevin has asked me at least 2 or 3 times about the cause, and I told him we didn't know yet. Multiple agencies were responding with strike teams, but the winds grounded aircraft, officials said, making the fire particularly difficult to fight. The fierce winds were expected between 10 p.m. Tuesday and 5 a.m. Wednesday. Oh, good. I got that right on target. Gusts of up to 100 miles per hour, the strongest Southern California has experienced in more than a decade. And they are forecast through lunchtime Wednesday. Then about the other fire, a brush fire erupted in Eaton Canyon in the San Gabriel Mountains on Tuesday evening and consumed 400 acres in less than 2 hours, prompting mandatory evacuations for several streets in Pasadena and Altadena. Officials are also responding to 2 smaller fires in the San Fernando Valley. Multiple structures have been reported damaged, said the fire chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department, Kristen M. Crowley. A spokesperson for the Getty Villas said that some trees and vegetation on the site had burned, but the staff members and the museum's collections were safe. You know, they said that, but then we were watching this live feed, and they said they were thinking it was not safe. So I don't know. I hope it is safe. More than 10,000 households and 13,000 structures remained under threat. The Pacific Palisades fire began around 10:30 a.m. Tuesday. See, there were other... I don't know whether I'm really... I remember Linda saying something. Was it just this morning? I really swear that she said this a couple of days ago. I really do. I'm having like the Mandela effect or something. But anyway, they're saying it was 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Residents rushed to escape the flames as it ripped through the neighborhood, but faced heavy traffic and dead-end roads. More than 200,000 customers across the Los Angeles area lost power on Tuesday night, either because of powerful winds or because a utility provider turned off their electricity to prevent fires. Southern California Edison cut off power to more than 44,000 customers, so Evie may not have power, with 420,000 more under consideration for a temporary cut. School closures. Public school officials in Pasadena and Malibu said classes were canceled on Wednesday. Pasadena and its surrounding area, including Altadena, has 23 schools, while Malibu has 4. Okay, and I'm trying to move this map so I can see where Evie is. Let me see. I'm going to put her town in here. I'm not going to dox her. I won't tell you, but Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm looking at the Los Angeles Fire Department at the alerts. And it says brush fire, Sylmar fire, mandatory evacuations, West Yarnell Street, approximately 50 acres with a rapid rate of spread. Immediate evacuation orders in place for north of the 210 freeway from Roxford to the Interstate 514 freeway split. That was just 1-7. Expanded mandatory evacuation, brush fire, North Priadra Drive. Let's see here. No structure fire. Okay, I'm not sure. There's a lot of I'm just trying to see if I could see her. I mean, she's somewhere around Los Angeles. I know that. So I'm just wondering. Let me see. All right, here I've got my map here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where she is. So trying to find. Oh, you're Belinda. So, Belinda. And they were by. Pretty sure. I'm just trying to see where she is here. San Bernardino, okay. Let me see. All right, let me see if she's come into the chat at all, or if anybody was able to reach her. Oh, she's there? The wind is blowing hard, trees are falling down, but no fires. But how close are you to the fires? How close are you? Because they say they're going at an unbelievable pace. Oh, who's Shelley? Shelley Joe's here? Who said Shelley? Somebody said Shelley. Shelley Joe, where are you? Hi, Julie Hart. How are you? I don't know who's saying hi, Shelley. I don't see Shelley. But where is Shelley Joe? Shelley Joe, where are you? Hope you're okay, Shelley Joe. I just want to see somebody saying Shelley. Okay. Well, all right. Let's go on with this. I'm glad you're here, but I don't know how far you are from this thing. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay. All right, what we know. All right, here's another view. This is the newer fire, the Eaton Canyon. And you'll see just how quickly this fire is burning. And that's it's behind the Living Rock Church of Pasadena in Altadena Tuesday night. Destructive winds not seen for more than a decade fanned multiple fires across the region. There's little sign of relief as strong Santa Ana winds are expected to last through until much of Wednesday. An unknown number of structures have been destroyed, and many Southern Californians have been evacuated from their homes. The destruction took place so rapidly over the course of the day and into the night that it was simply impossible to keep a tally. The Palisades fire that started on Tuesday morning spread quickly in the subsequent hours, but by the evening, firefighters also had to battle another fast-moving blaze ignited near Eaton Canyon in Altadena. It doesn't seem like Linda told me about this morning. It seems like she told me about this 2 days ago. This is so crazy how sometimes time seems like it's moving fast and sometimes it seems like it's moving slow. And here's another view of the fast-moving Eaton fire from Sierra Madre on Tuesday night. Evacuation orders are in place for areas in Altadena and Pasadena after the fast-moving fire broke out at around 6:23 p.m. It burned quickly, more than 400 acres near Eaton Canyon in Altadena, as firefighting resources were stretched thin on a night that's expected to see the worst of the Santa Ana fueled windstorm. Like, the worst is just happening now. It's crazy. Here's the Getty Villa Art Museum. Okay, let's see. The latest evacuation map. This is the latest evacuation map. I'm going to pull it over. There's an emergency message from the Los Angeles County Fire Department. Evacuation order has been issued for Malibu, east of Las Flores. Evacuate now. Follow instructions from emergency personnel. Dial 911 for emergency help. More information available at alertla.org. Immediate threat to life. This is a lawful order to leave now. The area is lawfully closed to public access. Evacuation points. We saw people walking horses out. There's LA Equestrian Center, Large Animal Shelter, Animal Care Center, Small Animals, Pierce College Equestrian Center, Large Animals, Westwood Recreation Center, LA City Shelter. This is the Palisades. Acreage 2,921. know there's something up in Pasadena. Should be over here, so how come they're not showing their Pasadena stuff? Okay, let's see here now. All right, let me go LA Fire Department. Reminder, okay, let's see. There's this second brush fire, hashtag Sylmar fire with mandatory evacuation orders in place. West Yarnell Street. Press conference is planned for 8 a.m. tomorrow at Zuma Beach for the Palisades fire. Okay, so let me go back to latest evacuation Cal fire incident. Okay, here's the incident map. And it says 2,921 acres. There's the Topanga State Park up here. Tuna Canyon, Will Rogers, Santa Monica's down here. Beverly Hills is over here. Malibu Vista is over here. Santa Monica National Recreation Area, Oak Hill. Topanga. Okay. So, let's see. At an afternoon news conference, California Governor Gavin Newsom said many structures had already been destroyed and called out the fact that people were still evacuating. By evening, reports of widespread destruction seemed overwhelming. PCH icons, including the Real Inn, are now gone. Okay, so this, let's go over here. Here's another view of that Getty villa when it was daylight. You see the Getty villa.
Stop eating this toxic fruit. It's making your joint pain more severe. Dr. Brian Paris will explain why. Did your mom ever tell you fruit is healthy? Mine did too. But I guarantee if your mother knew the damage of popular fruit...
Oh my gosh, these ads. Stop eating this toxic fruit. Leave us alone. Get your stupid ad off. Okay. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Trying to get some images here. Okay, so I want to show you about the people in their cars. Okay, let's talk about this now. Okay, that because it's so that's a line of vehicles that crowded the road in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood, Los Angeles, on Tuesday. The homes are nestled into the hillside. They have great views, and they're accessible via narrow roads that lead to just a handful of streets that connect to the Pacific Coast Highway. There were limited escape routes, and that complicated evacuation, and tens of thousands of people had to evacuate. Getting in and out of Palisades under any circumstance is a challenge, said a Los Angeles City Councilman Mike Bonin. You know, I wonder if that's the Mike Bonin I know. I have to look that up. Whose district included that area. Add an active fire, smoke, firefighting efforts to the mix, and the result is that you get clogged streets, long waits, and the flames push closer and closer to the gridlocked streets. Some people frantically decided that their best option was to flee on foot in a city where walking is rarely one's first choice. That forced the Los Angeles Fire Department to bulldoze 30 vehicles that were abandoned on Sunset Boulevard and Palisades Drive to clear a pathway to and from the area for evacuees and fire trucks. Miriam Czar, a two-time chair of the Pacific Palisades Community Council, said that fire had been a constant concern for the neighborhood. Meeting minutes showed that the council had hosted representatives of the Los Angeles Fire Department to discuss the emergency plans and experts on making homes more fire resistant. She said, and I quote, "You hear the wind here? Do you hear that wind? Hold on, I gotta take a look at this. That is sounding. Hold on a second. I have to check something. That sounds really weird. Wow, that wind is like ferocious. Hold on, I just want to check my cameras because then I can see better for what it looks like outside. It's unbelievable. If it wasn't so freaking cold, I'd let you hear it. Hold on a minute. Where the heck? Hold on, I just want to take a look. No, I don't want to look. I want to look right now. Give me the current view. Hold on a sec. Okay. I just want to see what's going on outside. The snow is like whipping. It's snowing. If you could see, if I could show you my cameras. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay. All right, it looks so, I think it's okay. It's just unbelievably windy. Okay. I was going to keep my cameras over here by me so I can see them. I mean, because it is crazy. All right. So she said, we have talked about being ready for the fire. It's 14 degrees. Because evacuation would become difficult, communication would be difficult, putting fires out in these crazy hillside streets would be difficult. It has happened on a crazy windy day. I hope we don't lose power. The agenda for the council's upcoming meeting, scheduled for January 9th, included plans for a proposed event. The title was Fire Safety Fair in the Palisades. Isn't that ironic, right? Okay, I want to look more about what happened here. And hold on a minute, because I can hear the people in Zoom. They're yakking away, and they should be watching me. I'm going to see if I can disconnect them. Hold on, let me disconnect my audio here, because they're yakking. Hold on. How do I... Let's see. Disconnect. There we go. Supposed to be watching me, people. Okay. I'm shutting down the Zoom. All right, let's see now. Let me go to... Evie, go in there. Go raise some hell. All right, let me go over here. I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, here I am. No, I cannot. Yeah, I'm not opening the door. No way, White Angel. It's 14 degrees. Do you know how cold it is? It is so freaking cold. It's not funny. No way. My wind chimes? My wind chimes don't you can, because I took some of them down because I have to secure them better with like some of the ones that I made, and so I don't even have all of them up right now because I'm getting more driftwood to, I have to drill through it with the stuff, so that's interesting. You had to take your chimes down. Our gate leading to our background blew inside out. It's extremely windy. It's scary windy, how windy it is. It's scary, scary, scary. Okay. They said something about a tornado. Who said? No. I don't have anything, but it's very, very, very windy. Just listen. It's crazy windy. Okay. So, plus I wouldn't be able to show you anyway because my camera is mounted. I can't, it doesn't come off. It's on a pole under my, on top of my monitor thing. All right. So let's see here. I want to talk more about these people that abandon the cars here. All right, let's see here. Because Linda was narrating this while I was out, because like I said, I was out for a good part of the day. She said about these bulldozers, but I just can't believe it was just this morning that she said about the fires, because it feels like she said about it a couple of days ago. And I even said it to everybody. I'm like, Linda's been talking about these fires for a couple of days. They must have really got out of control today. That's what I'm saying. I have like Mandela effect or something really crazy, right? Really crazy stuff. This is the bulldozer. So those cars like are all wrecked, and then people left them as they panicked and went off on foot. And then you should see the people taking the horses out and stuff, and they were like, well, they didn't even know how many horses were left in the barn or anything. Here's a car that's engulfed in flames. I'll never forget, I forget where it was. It was some picture they captured in some fire. I don't even think it was in this country. I'm not sure. I think it was, might have been in Australia, but the people were like literally driving through a ring of fire. It was the scariest looking thing. This was the evacuation. Oh, I just had it. Where did it go? Did I just... Oh, here it is. And the newscasters is saying it was surreal. It was like you would think it was a movie set, but it's real life. Unusually high winds, gusts above 80 miles per hour in the mountain areas in a dry winter have combined in an explosive wildfire in the Santa Monica Mountains. Wildfires in the area are unfortunately common, but this one, which began a late morning Tuesday, January 7th, has grown at a frightening rate due to the increasing winds. Evacuations were ordered in the neighborhood of Pacific Palisades, which is hilly and a residential area. As people evacuated, the roads became gridlocked. Many residents chose to leave their cars and escape on foot. Despite requests from firefighters that vehicles be moved to the side or left with the keys, many cars were left with no way for emergency personnel to move them, and as a result, firefighters had to resort to heavy machinery, bulldozing the abandoned cars to the side of the road, or left with the keys. Many cars were left with no way for emergency personnel to move them. Oh my gosh. To bulldoze the abandoned cars off the streets to make way for emergency vehicles, as the news clips begin to show, including local actor Steve Guttenberg was doing their best to spread the word. A red Caterpillar rolling through the smoke pushed an Audi and a Nissan off the side of the main roads near Palisades Drive. It said, yes, it's causing damage, as you can hear from the screeching noises. Still, better cars than homes and people. Fire teams have a long night ahead of them. Okay, and somehow I just lost my place here. Okay, let's see. Over here. Southern California destroys many structures. Governor declares a state of emergency. There are like terrible videos on Twitter with people staying in their house way too long, and I just hope they did not die with their dog inside there. It's horrible. Okay, so Governor Gavin Newsom, let's see, made a detour to the canyon to see firsthand the impact of the swirling winds and the embers, and he said he found not a few but many structures already destroyed. Officials did not give the exact number of structures damaged or destroyed in the Pacific Palisades wildfire, but they said about 30,000 residents are under evacuation orders, with more than 13,000 structures that were under threat. And the worst could be yet to come. The blaze began around 10:30 a.m., shortly after the start of the Santa Ana windstorm that the National Weather Service warned could be life-threatening, and the strongest to hit Southern California in more than a decade. The exact cause of the fire was unknown, and no injuries have been reported. The winds were expected to increase overnight and continue for days, producing isolated gusts that could top 100 miles per hour in the mountains and foothills, including in areas that haven't seen substantial rain in months. By no stretch of the imagination are we out of the woods, Newsom warned, saying the worst of the winds are expected between 10 p.m. Tuesday and 5 a.m. Wednesday. He declared a state of emergency on Tuesday. As of Tuesday evening, 28,300 households were without power due to the strong winds. About 15,000 utility customers in Southern California had their power shut off to reduce the risk of equipment sparking blaze. 500,000 customers total were at risk of losing power preemptively. The fire swiftly consumed nearly 2 square miles, just over 5 square kilometers of land in Pacific Palisades neighborhood in western Los Angeles, sending up a dramatic plume of smoke visible across the sky. Residents in Venice Beach, some 6 miles away, reported seeing the flames. It was one of several blazes across the area. Sections of Interstate 10 and the scenic Pacific Coast Highway were closed to all non-essential traffic to aid in evacuation efforts, but other roads were blocked. Some residents jumped out of their vehicles to get out of danger and waited to be picked up. A resident, Kelsey Trainer, said that the only road in and out of her neighborhood was completely blocked. Ash was falling all around them while fires burned on both sides of the road. We looked across, and the fire had jumped from one side of the road to the other side of the road. People were getting out of their cars with their dogs and babies and bags, and they were crying and screaming. The road was just blocked, like full-on blocked, for an hour. Associated Press video journalists saw a roof and chimney on one home in flames and another residence where the walls were burning. The Pacific Palisades neighborhood, which borders Malibu about 20 miles west of downtown LA, includes hillside streets of tightly packed homes along winding roads that are nestled against the Santa Monica Mountains and stretch down to the beaches in the Pacific Ocean. An AP photographer saw multi-million-dollar mansions on fire as helicopters overhead dropped water loads. Roads were clogged in both directions, and evacuees fled down towards the Pacific Coast Highway while others begged for rides back up to their home to rescue their pets. 2 of the homes on fire were inside an exclusive gated community. Longtime Palisades resident Will Adams said he immediately went to pick his 2 kids up from St. Matthew's Parish School when he heard the fire was nearby. Meanwhile, he said embers flew into his wife's car as she tried to evacuate. She vacated her car and left it running. She and many other residents walked down towards the ocean until it was safe. Adams said he has never witnessed anything like this in the 56 years he's lived there. He watched as the sky turned brown, then black as homes started burning. He could hear loud popping and bangs like small explosions. He said he believes when the transformers were exploding. It is crazy. It's everywhere in all the nooks and crannies of the Palisades. And one home's safe. The other home is in flames. I'm trying to get to... What the heck? Okay, this is what I wanted to bring over there. After James Wood posted footage of flames, I just saw that before I came on, burning through bushes and past palm trees on a hill near his home. The towering orange flames billowed among the landscaped yards between the homes. Standing in my driveway, getting ready to evacuate, Wood said in a short video. Actor Steve Guttenberg, who lives in the Pacific Palisades, urged people who abandoned their cars to leave the keys behind so they could be moved to make way for the fire trucks. This is not a parking lot, Guttenberg told KTLA. I have friends up there, and they can't evacuate. I'm walking up there as far as I can, moving cars. The erratic weather. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at that. A swimmer watches as a large dark plume of smoke passes over the beach from a wildfire from the Pacific Palisades in Santa Monica. It's crazy. Film studios canceled 2 movie premieres due to the fire and windy weather, and the Los Angeles Unified School District said it temporarily relocated students from 3 campuses in the Pacific Palisades area. Here's a woman. This is kind of almost like where James Woods was, but let's see if I can get okay, they're saying that 2 men are trapped in there. Let me see if somebody found out how those people are out of there or what. Alright, they're throwing water everywhere. I'm trying to see if they got those people out. Hold on, I gotta check my camera see if there's some bad noise out there. It's crazy. All right. All right. I'm just checking my camera, so I just want to look at the wind. Okay. So let's see. Trying to see if they. don't know if they found out if those people lived or died or whatever, but I just feel bad because they have their dog in there, and I don't know what they're... Okay, let's see what else. I'm sure you'll see it because people are reposting it like crazy. Let's see, a friend who lives in the Pacific Palisades sent me these horrific videos of the fire. He just evacuated and said the traffic was so bad that people evacuated their cars, and that was 10 hours ago. And then they have a picture of like people being taken across in wheelchairs. I mean, it says this looks like a literal hell. Okay. So James Wood said 8 hours ago, to all the wonderful people who've reached out to us, thank you for being so concerned. Just letting you know that we were able to evacuate successfully. I do not know at this moment if our home is still standing, but sadly, houses on our little street are not. Let's see. Trying to see what else they're saying about this. All right, here's some. This is crazy. These are from KTLA on the scene. Humps. Okay, let's see. It's really, really devastating. Moving so quickly. Just moving just so quickly. All right, let me go to see what's going on. Let's say 2 minutes ago, LAFD says the press conference at 8 a.m. is moved to Hahn Hall of Administration Board hearing room for credentialed members of the press only. 4 minutes ago, the Los Angeles Scanner tweeted significant rocks and debris on the roads near the Palisades fire, making transportation difficult. Okay. Okay, a newscaster, KTLA, Sandra Mitchell, said that we came from Huntington Palisades and there were so many homes destroyed along Sunset Boulevard. It just took my breath away. Okay, and I'm telling you, there's people that are frustrated. Now the next thing is that they're feeling like there was no water for firefighters to use to protect the Palisades villages, and that's the next thing that's coming up. Okay, I see it in tweets and I saw it in newscasts, and I knew that was going to be something that was going to be discussed. And then there were people saying like, they were the firefighters. Why weren't they here? Why weren't they there? And they were explaining that it's like a triage. If a house is just past the point of no return, then they have to kind of prioritize things, and but they're talking about no water. Okay, so that people, that kind of stuff is they're going to say that kind of stuff and then see if there's any merit to it or not. But people are going to be upset, obviously, losing their homes, and if they see that like there were no firefighters there, or there was no water to even attempt it, that's what can see happening. But there's let's see. Okay, and worst is yet to come, they say. Let's see here. All right. So Eaton Fire, 400 acres and growing. Reports of mass fire coverage cancellations by insurance companies just weeks before the Los Angeles fires. One woman was blasting the government for their mismanaged and explained the fire coverage on her childhood home was just canceled after decades. Here. City Attorney of Huntington Beach. Oh, hold on a minute. That's not even about this fire. Several people, including at least one firefighter, have been injured in the fast-moving, wind-driven Palisades fire, officials confirmed to KTLA. See something. Okay, so it says, let's see, Eaton. Last updated. Let's see what's going on there. The Palisades fire. Let's see how many acres it's. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Nearly 3,000 acres burned. 2,921. That was 5 hours ago. Let me see here. Oh, it was a nursing home in Pasadena evacuated as thick smoke from the wildfire approach. That was, taking the people out in wheelchairs. Let's see. Okay, state of emergency. I already told you about that. The blaze has exploded because of the combination of dry conditions and powerful winds, which are likely to strengthen overnight. Which has burned more than 2,900 acres as of this evening. Eaton fire devastates homes in Pasadena. And now we're talking about here being Pasadena. Homes are engulfed in flames. Elderly patients are evacuated by armored vehicles during the rapid spread of the Eaton fire in Pasadena this evening. Residents at the Pasadena Park Healthcare and Wellness Center in Pasadena are being evacuated. All right, I think, let me see, I'm going to check. It's 3:46 already. I can't believe it, but we're going to check on this. I'm going to do word cookies, and then we're going to go and open it up to members and Patreons who want to watch Natalia Grace, the last 2 episodes. All right, let's see. How scared they must have been. Hey, UHP, how are you? Okay, so let's pull up this, and remember, members and Patreons can come into Zoom and watch with us. Was a little bummed about missing the Prairie Grove Living History event a while back. What? Mary Ann's son lives in Pasadena. Oh, wow. Well, he had to evacuate, right, Bink? Didn't he evacuate? Has she heard? Have you talked to her or him? Prayers, I hope everything's okay. I think you should need to get out of there, that's for sure. Glitter. Very good. Glitter, and it's so important about the channel, right? We always talk about glitter. Legit is an extra word. I got that. I got trite too. Okay. Litter. Yeah, very good. Tiger. Tell the people from Zoom to get into the chat, Painted Black. Go raise hell. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, no. Liar. Pants on fire. tilter, I think I tried that. Let me see. Oh, let's see here. We gotta get, thought I had girl up there, you know? Try guilt. It should be there. Relit. I tried that. Yeah, we found that, yeah. Extra word teacher. Okay. Let me change these. Alright, let's see here. Trade. Trade. We did trade, right? Oh, title. Yeah, that's right. Title. What about excuse me. Let me see here. Excuse me. Thank you, High 61. What about a Liger? A Liger, Napoleon Bonaparte, right? Not Bonaparte, Napoleon Dynamite. Hold on, I'll sneeze. Okay, now, let's see. Yeah, I tried guilt. Yeah, I did that. That was an extra word. Oh, there you are, Heart Made Wise. Tear, yep. Do we do... how do we get to only just one now? That's great. Gert, I think I tried Gert. It didn't work. No, it didn't work. And I tried Grit is over here. Which one? G-I-T. Yeah, it can't work because it doesn't, it's got to go above this, but it's an extra word. G-L-E-I. Nope. It's got to be G-E or G-I or an E. Oh shoot, what's tomorrow? Okay. We get Ethan's something for Ethan. I tried that heart watch. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do guilt and not guilt? Oh my gosh. I thought I did that. That's so crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start a new Zoom and then everybody's going to come on over and go to the movies. So I'm going to end the other Zoom because they're not paying attention anyway to me. All right, let's see now. So let me, how do I end this? Oh, I just started a new one, but I want to end this one. Okay. Where is, how is Margot the host? How did Margot get to be the host? I need to take that back so I can end this meeting. Alright, how... Jane, stop this crazy thing. I know I've got to, let's see, leave and I have to come back and take the host away. I have to leave and come back and take the host away. Then I have to end the meeting. Clean host.
And how come she's not doing the puzzle? She is. Oh.
They're talking about me. You hear them talking about me, guys? We can hear you guys because I'm over here. Don't talk about me. She's back. That's not very nice. They're not very nice. All right, now, why isn't she doing the puzzle? Okay, I'm going to put the, sorry, I know. I know, hi, I'm back. I had to end the meeting so I can start the new members meeting. Okay, you hear that, hi? You hear what I have to put up with? All right. She's back. Oh, look who's here, Carolyn. How sweet. Okay, let me start the new meeting. Meetings. So I'm going to finish this puzzle, but in the meantime, I'm going to start the new meeting. And I'm going to put the new meeting, start meeting. Okay. And let me just grab this. Oh, I say select. I want to select all. It means all. It doesn't mean that. It means all. Select all. That's not all. Oh my goodness, this thing is ridiculous. You were listening? I think you guys were not listening. My feelings got hurted. I'm a very sensitive person, Painted Black, and you know that. My feelings got hurted. Okay, now let me say here. We're supposed to be in chat. Interacting. There's no point to have a Zoom if we're not interactive in the chat. Okay. So let me get to put this for the members only. 1 second. And then I'll do for Patreons in just a second. You're waiting for someone to say something bad? No, that's why the big announcement that I'm back. She's back! Okay, let's see. It's the way it goes, hi, you know? Cat's away. Let me see now, what am I trying to do? I want to make a post. No, make a post. Okay, now I've got it. Okay. Movie night. Natalia Grace. Natalia Grace. Movie night is right. Okay. Movie night. And then I just want to do this to the members only, channel members. Done. Post. Okay, so that's over there. It's on the community tab for the members, and then I just have to do it for the Patreon. So let me just do that real fast, and then we'll finish this game. And in the meantime, people can come in, and I can let them in. On my phone, I have my Zoom going. So let me see here. Let me just go to YouTube's. Go to my channel. Right. Oh. What a day, what a day, what a day. Community tab. And shoot, that's not what I want to go to the channel itself. Go to the community. Because I have to copy it for the Patreons. I have to copy the number off of the community tab. Alright, this will take just a second. Then I'll be back. Patreon. Thank you to all the members and Patreons for the support. All right. I'm going to put this here. All right. Got this, got this. Okay. Where's Billy Boy Blue? Doesn't he want to come and watch? Billy Boy Blue. Okay, did it? Should have gone on there. Okay. All right, it should be on for members, Patreons, yada, yada, yada. And I am going to do this. Okay. Anyway, let me go over here. Alright, it's back to the word cookies. Okay. Video. Another day, another dollar. Don't tell Carolyn she was not live on TikTok. Make her holler. What are you talking about, video? Are you serious, video, or are you joking? I see he was trying to come in just. Okay, so let's see here. Right. Are you serious, video? Are you serious, video? I can't hear you anyway because you're on my phone. Okay. 3, 4. What is this? Pinky Gregory's here. Okay. Ref. We did fierce, right? Did we do fierce? Fire. Fire.
Hello.
Fire. Hello. Can you hear me, Bink?
She didn't like that joke, did she?
What joke? That was a joke? No, I didn't like it. And I can hear you.
Video. Another day, another dollar. Don't tell Carolyn she was not live on TikTok. Make her holler.
Video, I can hear you, remember? So everything you say.
I'm in trouble now.
Well, if you're in the Zoom, I can hear you.
I'm muting up.
Okay.
I feel about to come in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Are
you.
you serious? Are you joking? Hi.
Hi. Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. Somebody else said she wasn't live on TikTok.
I can hear you too, but I can't. I think it's going to echo. Maybe it won't. No, yes, I can hear you too.
Okay, good.
And everybody can hear you too on the live.
Hi, everybody on live.
Okay, because everybody on live can hear everything right now. Because we're still live. Okay, hi 61. Did you get me my thing? It's okay. Don't shoot the messenger. No, you better be kidding me, Video Reel. Video Reel, you're serious?
I said, don't shoot the messenger.
No, but are you serious?
Somebody else said it at the very beginning of the stream, but they didn't want to tell you because you were multitasking. Yes. Somebody else said it earlier at the beginning. Uh-oh.
Hold on. How come? What's up? I cannot believe. Hold on, what is that? I cannot believe. How did that? Okay, that's my last. Oh wow! I wish somebody would. I know that. Thought it was a joke. Okay. All right, whatever. Oh my gosh! Shut up! Oh my gosh! This stupid thing will not.
Chain oyster shells, which
Now
can
I
be
can't stop it.
really fun.
Now I can't stop my TikTok video. Oh my goodness. Okay, Carolyn, when are you going to start the true crime? White Angel, are you kidding me? We already did true crime. Okay, whatever. We already did it. And how come you what's going on with the laptop thing? Yeah, you said you still can't get it. Uh-oh, who's trying to get in again now? Video's trying to get back in. And in comes the hard name wise. Okay. Fee.
Is that any better?
Why? What was wrong?
It was like rubber band, and I don't know if it was my audio or somebody had your
No,
video.
it was my TikTok.
Oh.
I thought we weren't doing the word game. Why is White Angel asking me when I'm going to start the true crime?
I was wondering about that.
What do you mean? We did true crime.
He was in the chat when you did it, I think.
Tonight's true crime was the subway. That's what we did. Then we talked about Natalia Grace, which is classified as true crime. And then we talked about the fires. I did everything that was on my thumbnail. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. Maybe she's behind? Okay.
She might be behind.
I don't think so, but maybe. No, because that wouldn't make any sense because I started with the true crime. I think she's just trying to to cut up or something. I don't know what she's doing. All right, well.
Did you try, yeah, they're going for you.
What?
Did you try IRE?
Okay, and a couple more, let's see. Hmm. Let's see about. Okay, White Angel. You found the cord. Okay, but you could plug it in right now. But you don't like Natalia Grace anyway, so you won't be missing anything. Trying to come in now, paint it black. Okay.
I think it might be Crier.
I think I did that, didn't I? See, that was what I thought I did. I don't know what's going on. Either I'm doing them in other puzzles or I'm like really losing my mind. It could be both. All right, so we're going to go to the Natalia stream, but thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Prayers for everybody in California and harm's way and all of that, the animals, the people, everyone. And stay safe and be good, and prayers for Sassy Darcy and her family. And we will see you tomorrow, or if we don't see you later in the Zoom. All right, everybody, hold on a minute. I've got it. Didn't know why. Okay. And everybody's asking, did they get out okay? Oh my goodness. Keep playing this silliness here. Okay. And